The easiest hood that I've ever wrapped. Well, not for you, actually. It's not gonna be that easy. I know that you're already starting on wrapping cars and you probably ran into one of these Teslas. It's easy, but it's tricky. So let me break down in 7 simple steps on how to wrap this hood and make sure that you don't make any of these mistakes along the way. If you don't know who I am, then wait, what? Go ahead and subscribe to our channel so we can give you more tips and tricks just like this, because I am the guru. I am the go-to guy on learning how to wrap cars. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Tip 1, you must prep the car, and that is wash, clay bar, and degrease. That's what we're about to do, because we already washed and clay barred this car. Now it's time to go ahead and degrease it. Tip number 2. It's time to measure, and don't measure in the shortest spots. Measure in the widest parts of this hood. So we'll start here at this widest part of this corner right here. Leave it right there like this, hold it. Now this comes out to about 64 inches. That's what we need to cut it at, 64 inches. Gave extra bleed on both sides. We don't have to measure the top and bottom, but you didn't come to the class, so I'm not gonna explain that to you just yet. Tip number 3, glass out the panel. Glassing it out is meaning that we make the vinyl smooth over the panel that we're wrapping. You don't wanna have it looking wrinkled because that's gonna cause more problems. In order to eliminate those extra problems, make sure that it's tight, not pulled super tight to where it's overstretched. That causes it to peel back. In the hood, you rarely overstretch it, but in some cases it can happen. Let me show you how not to make that happen. I'm gonna tack it right here. Then we're gonna peel back just a little bit of vinyl and just tack it right there. Mini step right here, trim. You don't need all of this vinyl. As you can see, there's some dirt right here on the glass. We already made sure, well, we could come up a lot more. Let's come up a little bit more before I do all of that. We trim this vinyl off just so that way we can save this. If you're wrapping the rest of this car, this is gonna help you tremendously on smaller areas that you don't really need to cut out your vinyl roll for. Save this for later. Now it's time to go ahead and glass this panel out. Let's get to it. That's a lot of vinyl right there. Mini tip, this is not the part where you want to start squeegeeing at. It is not fully glassed out yet. Do not run your fingers over it. Do not put your squeegee on it. A lot of people like to do this right now thinking that they're locking it in by running your hands. You're trapping air. You're gonna cause yourself to crease it more. As you seen when I first started this, when I started from one end, I tried to pull it and it just started moving the whole vinyl. This is where you wanna either put your magnets or tack the opposite end so that way it doesn't slide and shift on you. Start at one point. You don't have to do both. You don't have the wingspan for it. Start at one corner, pull, lock it in. Now you get to begin to read your wrinkles a little bit. But before we read that one, let's go ahead and pull this corner in first. If you don't read wrinkles, you're gonna be in a bigger pain than a solution. Now, as you look close into this, that's the edge of the hood right there. Everything is nice and smooth. That's where the emblem is at. That's something different. I'll explain that in a second. But everything is nice and smooth right now. And that's what we want it to look like. This is how it needs to be when you're about to squeegee. If it doesn't look like this, keep reading your wrinkles. You will get there. It is time to squeegee. Let's go ahead and put a little soap and water on your squeegee so that way it doesn't become a real creased up mess. As a beginner, do not try to squeegee way off to whatever side. Start in the center, and then from there, squeegee outwards towards you. You see that right there? Anticipate that. That is a mini tip for you. Anticipate any of the bubbles or creases that may occur. As we look closer, you see the air slowly goes away. So we're anticipating to see if any bubbles or creases will occur, so that way we can catch them before they actually happen. Half of this hood is already squeegee. I don't even know how much seconds that took. Everything is squeegeed out now. Double check just to make sure there's no bubbles left behind. Tip number 6, it is time to start tucking and cutting. Before we lift up this hood, we need to tuck and cut right there on this back side right here where the front windshield meets the front. Now here's some quick advice just for you when cutting. Have a sharp blade every time. The second thing is make sure that you can hold the vinyl and make sure that it's tucked in there evenly. If it's not tucked in there evenly, it will be an uneven cut. The last small mini tip that I can give for you is make sure that your body is positioned to where you feel comfortable. If your body's uncomfortable, your cuts are gonna be uncomfortable. I bet you're asking, hey man, why didn't you go ahead and just do like everybody else on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and just cut right there in the gap in between it? I wanna show you there's multiple ways on tucking and cutting in different panels on different areas. We lift up the vinyl, fold it back, put it on top of the hood. Now we can lift up the hood. What I like to do first is go ahead and tuck and cut any corners that I have. This will help with not creasing the corners if you can tuck and cut those first. First corner's tucked. Second corner's tucked. Now let's go back over to our first corner since it's cooled down. Now we can go ahead and trim this. Since this second corner has a tighter fit, we use the backside of our squeegee just to lock that in. Now that the rest of this is gonna be easier because we don't have any more corners to do. So all of it is just gonna be the last little part of just tucking and cutting just on the edge. Almost forgot, hey, when you're using a heat gun, do not overheat it because you're gonna burn a hole. When you burn a hole, if it's on the panel, you gotta redo it. Not on the panel, you might got a little wiggle room. I know you're asking like, man, yeah, you say you can rap really good and all of this, but like, is your cuts really good? Let's see what your cuts look like. So now you've seen that it's very clean all the way through. Now remember that area I was telling you about earlier? We left this in here just to leave it as an impression. We did leave a lot more than needed. That helps us when we were ready to place this back onto the hood. It gives us a little bit of a better placement on there. If you want it as a cleaner finish, scrape most of that off then. Now that we squeegee down everything, we tuck and cut, we've made sure this is all nice and clean and done the right way. There's one last tip that I need to give you, and that is post-heating it. You need to post-heat this. If you don't have a heat gun, which you should have, but you don't have the time to really do it and wait another 30 minutes to do it, set it outside in the sun, it's gonna post-heat itself. The only problem is you can't turn the sun off. So if something starts to bubble up or peel back, bring the vehicle back inside so that way it can cool down and you can fix the problem from there. Now that this is complete, you're ready to wrap your next panel. In this video right here, this is gonna break down all of the essentials that you need on wrapping whatever panel it is. Don't make me tell you twice to click on it. Just do it.